13. Magical thinking. Some people live like luck is their manager. They've got lucky socks for exams, avoid walking under ladders, and swear a certain crystal brings them cash. Sounds harmless, until you realize it's just low critical thinking. Your brain links coincidences as if they're science. One good day with those socks? Boom. You're convinced cotton saved your life. Smarter people pause and ask, wait, what's the actual evidence here? Lower intelligence skips that step and turns habits into superstitions. Spoiler, the universe doesn't care about your socks. And while we're talking about bad habits, let's look at number 12, chronic sleep neglect. Some folks brag about only needing 4 hours of sleep. Translation, they're slow, cranky, and basically drunk without alcohol. Science shows sleep-deprived brains work like they're tipsy. Memory, focus, decision-making, gone. Smart people treat sleep like gold. Low intelligence treats it like an optional side quest. Running on empty isn't toughness. It's self-sabotage, which brings us to number 11, avoiding time alone. Ever met someone who panics if the TV isn't on, or if no one's around to chat? Being alone with their own thoughts feels like torture. Smarter minds use solitude to think and create. But low intelligence needs constant noise because, well, there's not much happening upstairs when it's quiet. If you can't survive 5 minutes without TikTok, that's not social. That's brain avoidance. And speaking of shallow habits, number 10 is about the art of small talk. 10. Dodging responsibility. Some people treat responsibility like it's lava. Deadlines, missed, mistakes, always someone else's fault. Their favorite word is wasn't me. Smart people own their actions, fix them, and move on. Low intelligence dodges blame like it's dodgeball. But here's the thing. If everything is always someone else's fault, the common denominator is you. Now, from no substance to fake substance. Number 9. Confidence without content. You've seen them. Loudest voice in the room, interrupting everyone. Explaining things they don't understand. Real smart people admit when they don't know. Low intelligence hides behind volume and fake confidence. Psychologists call it the Dunning-Kruger effect. People who know the least often think they know the most. Basically, they're human YouTube comments. And when those people follow instructions, you get number 8, blindly following instructions. Some folks would follow a recipe into the grave. If IKEA's manual shows a screw floating in midair, they'll try to screw the air. If the oven timer dings but the chicken's still raw, they eat it anyway. That's not discipline. That's stupidity. Instructions are guides, not commandments. Smarter people adapt when reality doesn't match the page. Lower intelligence keeps marching off the cliff because the book said so. And speaking of believing nonsense, number 7. Falling for conspiracies and superstitions. Flat Earth. Vaccines with microchips. Mercury in retrograde ruined your job interview. Conspiracies feel exciting, but they're just lazy thinking. The brain loves shortcuts. Easy stories beat messy truths. So low intelligence accepts whatever sounds dramatic. Smarter people double-check before believing. If your entire worldview comes from Facebook memes, you're not open-minded, you're gullible. And if you hate change, you'll relate to number 6. Oversharing everything. We all know someone who tells the internet way too much. Every meal, every mood swing, every vague tweet about their ex. Smarter people know how to filter and protect their privacy. Lower intelligence just dumps their entire life online for strangers to dissect. If your biggest talent is oversharing, you're not real. You're just reckless with information. And while we're on oversharing, number 5 is a classic. 5. Always seeking instant gratification. Snack now instead of cooking. Credit card instead of saving. Phone scrolling instead of working. Some people just can't wait. The famous marshmallow test proved it. Kids who couldn't wait grew up with more money, school, and health problems. Real intelligence is knowing the best rewards take time. Low intelligence? That's living like life's a vending machine. Speaking of not paying attention, let's talk number 4. 4. Poor listening habits. You know the type. Nods while you talk, but you can see the wheels spinning. just waiting for their turn to interrupt. They forget what you said 5 seconds later. That's not confidence, it's weak comprehension. Smart people listen to learn. Lower intelligence tunes out because following complex thoughts is hard. If you always cut people off, you're not fast. You're just not keeping up. And if you think that's bad, number 3 is worse. 3. Dismissing new ideas instantly. That's dumb. That'll never work. Some people reject new ideas before they even finish hearing them. Smarter minds at least consider the possibilities. Low intelligence shuts the door instantly because thinking takes effort. If your first response to everything is no, you're not clever. You're lazy. And what do lazy brains do? Number 2 tells you. 2. Excessive TV and doom scrolling. Netflix binge. Endless TikTok scroll. Same 3 memes on repeat. Entertainment isn't bad, but when hours disappear every day, it's a sign of mental autopilot. Smart people balance relaxation with learning or creating. Low intelligence just consumes until their brain turns to oatmeal. Science says constant scrolling trains your brain to crave dopamine bursts, making focus on real work nearly impossible. If your proudest daily achievement is finishing a season or your For You page, congratulations, you're the star of your own reruns. And finally, number 1. The ultimate monkey brain move. 1. Blindly following trends. We all know that friend whose entire personality changes with the algorithm. Last week it was Nike. This week it's Adidas. Next week, filming TikTok dances in a grocery store aisle. They never ask if they actually like the trend. They just copy it. That's herd mentality, not personality. Smart people pause and think, do I even want this? Low intelligence just hits copy-paste. And don't even get me started on bro on the game. Hours online, still can't aim, still blaming lag. If the game keeps teaching you lessons and you keep ignoring them, that's not dedication, that's monkey brain on autoplay. And that's the list, 13 habits that secretly make people look way dumber than they realize. If you caught yourself in 1 or 2, hey, at least you're self-aware. Hit the like button so YouTube knows you're not monkey-brained, subscribe for more, and drop a comment telling me the dumbest habit you've ever seen someone pull off. Don't worry, I won't tell them it's you.